Hello students, I welcome you all to our today's lesson, which is about the oldest group of vascular plants having seeds, the Gymnosperms, which are the first plants with seeds. Gymnosperms ਅਦਭੁਤ ਸਜੀਵ ਹਨ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਲੰਮੇ ਦਰਖਤ ਜਿਵੇਂ Redwood tree ਅਤੇ ਹੈਵੀ ਦਰਖਤ ਜਿਵੇਂ Giant Cycads ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹਨ। ਸਜੀਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਲੰਮੇ ਦਰਖਤ Bristol cone pines ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪੁਰਾਤਨ ਸਮੂਹ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਫੁੱਲਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੌਦਿਆਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਲਿਲੀ, ਰੋਜ਼ਸ ਅਤੇ ਓਕਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਤੇ ਡਾਇਨਾਸੌਰ ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਜੇ ਪਾਈਨਸ, ਰੈਡਵੁੱਡਸ, ਸਪਰੂਸਸ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਜਿਮਨੋਸਪਰਮ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਮਾਨਵ ਸਭਿਅਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਇਹ ਦਰਖਤ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਹਿੱਸਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਸ਼ਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਠੰਡੇ ਜੰਗਲ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਜੰਗਲ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਘਰਾਂ ਲਈ ਲੱਕੜ ਅਤੇ ਜੰਗਲੀ ਜੀਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਵਾਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਜੰਗਲ ਕਾਰਬਨ ਡਾਈਆਕਸਾਈਡ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਖ ਕੇ ਹਵਾ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਆਕਸੀਜਨ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਹ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। The term gymnosperm comes from a Greek word gymnosperms. Here gymnos means naked and sperma means seed. So the plants with naked seeds refer to the unenclosed condition of the seeds, because when they are produced, they are found naked on the scales of cones or some similar structure. This group is often referred to as softwood trees. Gymnosperms usually have needle-like leaves that stay green throughout the year. Some common gymnosperms are pines, cedars such as cedrus, spruces like picea, and firs such as abies. The classification of plants is trickier nowadays than it used to be in the earlier classification system. The gymnosperms were regarded as a natural group. However, certain fossil discoveries suggest that the angiosperms evolved from gymnosperm ancestors. However, we should know how the different groups of plants are related to each other. But before that, let us know where these seed plants are placed in the plant kingdom and why.
Plants are classified into 12 phyla or divisions based largely on their reproductive characteristics. These 12 phyla can be placed into three major groups: non-vascular plants, vascular plants without seeds, vascular plants with seeds. Non-vascular plants lack vascular tissues. These include mosses. This mainly include the divisions Bryopsida, that is mosses, Anthoceropsida, that is hornworts, and Hepaticopsida, that is liverworts. Vascular plants without seeds are pteridophytes, which currently have 4 classes in the group. These are Psilopsida, Lycopsida, Spenopsida, and Pteropsida. Vascular plants with seeds contain 2 subgroups: non-flowering plants, Gymnosperms, and flowering plants, Angiosperms. Students, In today's topic, we will focus only on the non-flowering vascular seed plants known as gymnosperms.
Gymnosperms seeds ਵਾਲੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੌਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੀਜ ਫਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ xylem ਅਤੇ phloem ਦਾ ਵੈਲ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਡ ਵੈਸਕੂਲਰ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਰੂਟਸ, ਸਟੈਮਸ ਅਤੇ ਲੀਵਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਫਰਨਸ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸੀਡਲੈਸ ਪੌਦੇ ਹਨ ਦੇ ਵੈਸਕੂਲਰ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਜਿਮਨੋਸਪਰਮਸ ਦੇ ਵੈਸਕੂਲਰ ਟਿਸ਼ੂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਐਫੀਸ਼ੀਐਂਟ ਅਤੇ ਇਫੈਕਟਿਵ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। Gymnosperms are usually woody plants. Gymnosperms are the most ancient seed-bearing plants that we know of. The gymnosperms appear to have arisen from the fern ancestors in the Devonian period. Living gymnosperms are mostly perennials, xerophytic, evergreen and woody plants. The morphology of gymnosperms is common to other vascular plants. However, there are some significant fundamental differences of structure that are unique to the gymnosperms. Now, let us know these gymnosperms in detail: where they live, what they look like, how they reproduce, and so on. Let us now study the characteristic features of the gymnosperms.
Characteristic features of gymnosperms. Living gymnosperms are widely distributed in cold climates where snow rather than rain is the source of water. The only native gymnosperm which grows in plains and warmer areas are Cycads. In India, mostly the conifers such as pine, spruce and cedar thrive well in hilly areas. Among the gymnosperms are plants with stems that may barely project above the ground and others that develop into the largest of trees. Cycads resemble palm trees with fleshy stems and leathery feather-like leaves. Zamia pygmy, a cycad native to Cuba, has a trunk less than 10 centimeters in height. Ephedra, a fir, is a shrub. The gymnosperms are seed-bearing vascular plants that do not bear flowers. The plant body is sporophyte and is differentiated into root, stem and leaves. These plants possess a well-developed vascular system. The leaves may be of different types in gymnosperms. These may be needle-like in Pinus or reduced type in Ephedra or large and pinnately compound in Cycas. Gymnosperms are heterosporous, which means they produce two different kinds of spores, the male microspores and the female megaspores. The microspores are developed in microsporangia and the megaspores in an ovule. The spores are borne inside the sporangia. The two types of sporangia are borne on special leaf-like structures called sporophylls. The microsporangia, that is, pollen sacs, are borne on microsporophylls, and the megasporangia, that is, ovules, are borne on megasporophylls. Gymnosperms produce cones. The cones are generally unisexual, that is, the male cones are microsporangiate and the female cones are megasporangiate, that is, seed cones. The male cones are short-lived, whereas the female cones are long-lived.
Students, these gymnosperms pollinate via wind pollination. These gymnosperms are well adapted to land conditions. These plants have adapted themselves to survive well in severe climatic conditions by conserving water. Leaves are covered with a heavy, waxy cuticle and pores are sunken below the leaf surface to decrease the rate of evaporation. They also have the presence of vascular tissue system to conduct water and minerals. After getting an idea about these gymnosperms, we will now focus on the different groups of gymnosperms.
Classification of gymnosperms. The gymnosperms are divided into 4 divisions. Division Cycadophyta, Division Ginkgophyta, Division Coniferophyta, Division Neotophyta. Division Cycadophyta is abundantly found as fossils. These are palm or fern-like plants. These are sturdy little plants that can survive harsh conditions. You won't find them in cold areas like the conifers. Cycads is the common plant of this division. Division Ginkgophyta is a monotypic division. Ginkgo biloba is the only living representative of this group. It is a dioecious tree with small fan-shaped bilobed leaves. Some people call it a maiden hair tree. Members of division Coniferophyta are usually called the conifers. These include plants like pines, firs, spruces, junipers, cedars, and redwood trees. If you have ever gone for skiing or to the northern latitudes, you would have seen numerous conifers. Many conifers are evergreen, that is, they retain their leaves in winter. The leaves are needle-shaped to conserve moisture. These are also some of the tallest and sturdy plants in the world. Due to this sturdiness, these kind of trees make good, hard and strong wood. Division Neotophyta includes Netum, Ephedra and Welwitschia.
ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਮਨੋਸਪਰਮਸ ਦੀਆਂ 4 ਡਿਵੀਜ਼ਨਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣ ਲਿਆ ਹੈ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ 4 ਡਿਵੀਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਅਤੇ ਆਮ ਸਮੂਹ ਕੋਨੀਫਰਸ ਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੀਡਸ ਕੋਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਕੁਝ ਕੋਨੀਫਰਸ ਸਦਾ ਬਹਾਰ ਭਾਵ ਐਵਰਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬਰਫ਼ ਵਾਲੇ ਖੇਤਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਵਾਈਵ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਅਨੁਕੂਲ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਨ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਬਰਫ਼ ਥੱਲੇ ਖਿਸਕ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਟਹਿਣੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਟੁੱਟਦੀਆਂ। ਕੋਨੀਫਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਗਭਗ 600 ਜਾਤੀਆਂ ਹਨ। So students, we will now discuss one of the common genus belonging to conifers, which is known as Pinus. Pinus, with over 100 species, is the largest genus of conifers and the most widespread genus of trees in the northern hemisphere. You must have seen this tree growing in the mountainous regions of the Himalayas. The tree is abundantly found in western Himalayas, in states like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and northeast Himalayas. Pine trees are very popular in these areas. The common species occurring in these areas is Pinus roxburghi. So let us study Pinus in detail.
Pinus. If we talk about their leaves, they are generally of dark green color and are evergreen. They are variously arranged and are mainly needle-shaped. They are usually arranged in clusters from 1 to 5 needles. Pines are mostly monoecious, that is, male and female cones are borne on the same tree, though a few species are subdioecious. Depending on species, the female cones take 1.5 to 3 years to mature after pollination. Each cone has numerous spirally arranged paired scales. Each pair consists of lower scaly bracts scale and upper woody ovuliferous scale or megasporophyll. Each ovuliferous scale is short and stalked and bears 2 naked sessile and anatropous ovules towards the basal region on the upper side, as shown here in the visual. You can also see here a young female cone with an ovule. Microscopic view of a young female cone can also be seen here. The male cones are small, typically 1 to 5 centimeter long, arise in clusters and present for a short period only. It has a short stalk, broad cone axis, and a large number of spirally arranged scaly microsporophylls. Each microsporophyll bears two elongated sac-like microsporangia on its lower side. In microsporangium, the diploid microspore mother cell divides by meiosis to form haploid microspores or pollen grains. The microspores are mostly small and winged and are anemophilous, that is, wind dispersed, but some are larger and have only a vestigial wing and are bird dispersed.
Students, A pines economically बहुत important ਹਨ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਟਿੰਬਰ, ਪਲਪ, ਟਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਟਰਪੈਂਟਾਈਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੀਮਤੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਦਯੋਗਾਂ ਲਈ ਟਿੰਬਰ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਖ ਸੋਮਾ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਫਾਇਰਵਰਕ, ਉਸਾਰੀ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੁੱਡਵਰਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਰਤਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਟੋਨ ਪਾਈਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਚਿਲਗੋਜ਼ਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਕਬੀਲੇ ਵਾਸੀ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਸੀਜ਼ਨਲ ਫੂਡ ਵਜੋਂ ਵਰਤਦੇ ਹਨ। ਪਾਈਨਸ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਗਹਿਣਿਆਂ ਵਜੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। After discussing the important features of pinus, we will now see how this important plant reproduces. Let us check it out.
Life cycle of pinus. The dominant generation of the pinus life cycle is the long-lived sporophyte, and the gametophyte generation is inconspicuous. The mature tree of pinus bears the reproductive structures in cones. Each tree carries both male and female cones. The female cones are larger than the male cones and take 2 years to develop. Each spirally arranged ovuliferous scale bear 2 ovules. Within the ovule, megasporangium bears megaspores. Megaspores divides meiotically to produce multicellular female gametophyte. Male cones have a series of spirally arranged scales bearing the microsporangium. Meiosis occurs within the microsporangia to produce haploid microspores, which develop into the pollen grain. Wind carries pollens from a pollen cone to a seed cone. The tiny pollen grains enter through a small opening at the tip of ovule known as micropyle. The pollen grain germinates, forming a pollen tube. When the pollen tube enters the archegonium or female gametophyte, the sperm nuclei are released, one of which degenerates and the other nucleus fuses with the egg cell nucleus to form the diploid zygote. Mitotic cell division occurs in the zygote to produce a multicellular embryo as shown here in the visual. The winged seeds, which are released when the cone scales open again, are carried away from the parent tree by the wind. Following germination, a primary root is established. The plant will grow for many years before becoming reproductively mature. It then starts producing male and female cones, and the life cycle will be repeated.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਮਨ ਜਿਮਨੋਸਪਰਮਸ ਭਾਵ ਕੋਨੀਫਰ ਪਾਈਨਸ ਦੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਾਈਕਲ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣ ਲਿਆ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕਲੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਟਿੰਬਰ, ਪਲਪ, ਟਾਰ, ਰੈਜ਼ਿਨਸ ਆਦਿ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਰੋਤ ਹਨ। So before concluding this topic, let us study some of the economic importance of gymnosperms.
Economic importance of gymnosperms. Seeds of Pinus gerardiana, which is commonly known as chilgoza, are edible. They are eaten after roasting. Many gymnosperms possess softwood. The same is used in the preparation of light furniture, plywood, packing cases, matchsticks, railway sleepers, etc. Woods of Picea, Pinus, Larix, Abies, etc. are used in the manufacture of paper. Needles of Pinus and other conifers are used in making fiber boards. Resin is commercially extracted and distilled to obtain turpentine and rosin. Drug ephedrine is obtained from ephedra, a gymnosperm. The drug is used in curing respiratory ailments like asthma, bronchitis, etc. Cycads and thuja are extensively used in floral decoration.
So students, enough for today. Let us quickly check with some short questions what you have grabbed today. Be attentive, here are some questions. Question: name the group of plants which produces seeds but not fruits. Answer: gymnosperms produce seeds but not fruits. Next question: name a plant which is commonly called as maiden hair tree. Answer: Ginkgo biloba is commonly called as maiden hair tree. My next question is, name 4 species representing the division Coniferophyta of the gymnosperms. The answer is Pinus, Cedrus, Picea and Abies represent the division Coniferophyta of gymnosperms. The next question is, name one common Himalayan species of Pinus. Answer: Pinus roxburghi is the common Himalayan species of Pinus. Next question: name the gymnosperm from which chilgoza dry fruit is obtained. Answer: chilgoza is obtained from Pinus gerardiana. The next question is, name the plant from which drug ephedrine is obtained? Answer. Drug ephedrine is obtained from ephedra. Hope I have made a successful attempt to clear all your concepts regarding gymnosperms, which will help you in fetching good marks in the exam. Thanks for your cooperation and attention. Looking forward to the next class. See you then. Goodbye.